What it do?
Welcome to the No Cap Sports Show podcast with sports and convos collide. I'm your host, the Cobra.
I am your host, O Dog, aka O, aka It Don't Really Matter. I'm always gonna tell the truth and I'm gonna be honest and keep that shit 300. My
Facts.
my dad was Leonidas. What's happening?
What's up, Cuzzo? How your week been so far?
It's been cool, man. My wife got got one of her best friends in town. Her and her boyfriend. So they been here
Mhm.
chilling with us, man, cooling and yeah, it's been cool, bro. Just chilling. We ain't making no noise. Staying
Good,
out the way, staying out the way, chilling.
good,
Bless,
good. Glad,
bless,
glad,
man.
glad to hear. Glad to
Bless,
hear.
man. I like them sunglasses, man. I like that smell, I like that style, man. You
Appreciate it.
should
Appreciate it.
you should be wearing them right now, man. And people, I see I'm a person, man. Before we get started, I like to give people their flowers, man. And the way your squad played on Monday night, man. Hey man, I just want to give you was it Monday night or Sunday night, man?
It was Sunday night, and we gonna get into it
Okay.
because
My
we
bad.
waiting on this guy right here at the bottom to show up because we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about for sure. Yeah,
Hey,
what's up,
big up.
Paul? How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm fresh off trying to win Uncle of the Year. You know what I'm saying? Leave my
Big
little nephew,
Pooh.
leave my nephew, his, what you call that? Little league practice and shit, man.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
As you should.
No,
Yeah.
he
That's why
should
they
be.
call you Big Pooh.
He should be just leaving the liquor store buying this pack of Black and Miles. You know what the bet was? He supposed to be lighting up that black. He supposed to be lighting up his Black and Miles as we speak.
He got smoke.
Where the black and
Hey,
miles at?
that boy got smoke a black.
Hey, look, fellas, we had a great week in sports, man. We're gonna get into it, but before we get into the main topics, something that people have been talking about a lot today is Devontae Adams and his request to be traded from the Las Vegas Raiders. What y'all feel about his request, and what do you think are the best landing spots for Devontae Adams? I kick it off with you, Poon.
I mean, I ain't mad at him. He a receiver, man. I want the ball. If y'all want the ball, I need a quarterback. You know what I mean? So I ain't mad at him at all. And we'll see. I would like to see him. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I'd like to see him go to either Buffalo or Baltimore. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, I
I
like.
think either way, I've always wanted to see Lamar with a number one guy. You know what I'm saying? A stone cold number one guy,
Yep,
and I would like to see Josh in one.
yep, yep.
What you mean
So
you like to see him with one? He had one, Stephon Diggs, bro, for 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, he can't help the Diggs want to leave.
Oh, I'm saying, but you said you would like to see him with one as if he hadn't
No,
had
well,
one.
okay, I would like to see him with one again.
Okay,
yeah,
there you go.
yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
That's better. That's
Yeah,
better.
most of the experts, they throwing out names like Dallas and Kansas City, the Chargers, teams like that. I saw Devontae Adams on a podcast today on the interview today, and he was like that he would love to play for the Ravens and play with Lamar and have fun. He said even because one of the hosts, a young lady, asked him like, well, you could play with Lamar and you be almost guaranteed going to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl if you went to that team. But you got to live with maybe you only get like 1,900 yards, 1,000 yards receiving. Well, where if you go to somewhere else, you might get 13, 14, 1,500 yards plus. And he was like, man, he was like, you can go to a team and get 1,000 yards and have a better season than somebody who got 1,500 yards and then have fun and winning while doing it. He said it seemed like that locker room enjoys being together, enjoys playing the game of football. He said he'd love to be in a situation like that way more than just chasing stats. But he said, now if you tell me I'm going to break the all-time record for a season, then we gotta discuss something like that. But other than that, he said, yeah, I'd rather have fun and win. Oh, what you think about Devontae Adams?
Well, first of all, I want to thank our 20. We thank all our listeners and viewers. We are over 25,000. I think the OG Mr. Fredo said, or whatever the case may be. So I want to thank all our listeners and viewers, man. We appreciate you guys, bro. for sure. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, I want to see I would love to see Devontae go to Washington. I would love to see him go play with Daniels, man. And I think him and Terry, that 1-2, I think that would be dope. You know, now Terry gonna get extra, catches. You can't double him as much. You got Devontae. I think they're playing with that young boy or whatever. But also, I ain't gonna lie. I would love to see him go to Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with Devontae. Man, you might as well book this trip. Where the Super Bowl at this year? New Orleans?
New Orleans, yeah.
Yeah, you might as well go ahead and book that. But
Yeah.
I think the Raiders is doing the right thing. Trade him now and get something for him. Because if he don't want to be there and it's mutual, and hey, get him out of there. Give a young boy opportunity to play, and you see what you got for the future.
Yep. Okay. So let's get into this week 4 NFL recap. Like what games that kind of caught you guys' eyes?
The Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills.
Well, let's get into it. What you see, O?
I saw Buffalo Bills getting punked. I saw the Baltimore Ravens playing physical. I saw the Baltimore Ravens going out there hitting them boys in their face. It's easy to play when you a front runner, but when this come time when they boys was in them press coverage and them they getting after them, all of a sudden Josh Allen ain't looking like no MVP, Paul. You know what I mean? So yeah, man.
He ain't had the best game, but listen, man. Listen.
Stop it.
Hold on, man. You gonna get your time. I'm not gonna be long. Then I also want to say shout out to my Cincinnati Bengals. We got our first win. I like to see that. I love what the boys did out here with Washington. Shout out to the OG Fredo and them. Justin Daniels came out here on the West Coast. Them boys handled business. After having a big win on Monday in Cincy, right? You come right back, you travel. That could have been you out here in Arizona, you traveling, whatever, different start, 4:00 start. That could have been a letdown. But they came out here and took care of business and handled business. So that I like to see that. Detroit played a tough game on Monday night against Seattle. Him and Gino, man, them boys was battling. So, man, the NFL, I tell you what, the NFL looked like it's going to be a very good, exciting season, man.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like it's going to be a good season. But that Baltimore Ravens and Buffalo, man, that was prime time, man. And, hey, man, I'm anxious to see what my man going to say about this, what's his name? Al, what's his name?
You know his name?
No, I don't.
You know his name?
Number 13. And then what's his number? 13?
No, listen. My takeaways from the Buffalo-Baltimore game, right? Baltimore obviously was way more physical. But if you're an offensive coordinator, this is what I don't like about football coaches sometimes. They just too smart for their own good. Baltimore come out at the half, you get a stop. You get the ball back, you score. You get another stop, you driving. You got all the momentum in the world. Why is you trying to double reverse pass, man? That's the type of stuff you do when you're trying to get momentum, not when you got the momentum. The score was 21-10. They going down. They probably going to score, get a field goal, make it an 8 or 4-point game. Instead, you got a turnover. Now Baltimore got the momentum. They run it down your throat, and the game is over. Just like that. I was so mad. I was like, man, because the Baltimore's Achilles heel is how y'all usually play in the second half, man. Y'all play passive. Y'all ain't never really aggressive. Like last week against Dallas, when y'all had, 25 or 28 points, I was like, man, they might need 35. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all just don't hit the gas. And I don't know. I ain't like that call. I ain't like that call at all. I think you shot yourself in the foot as a team. You hurt your organization. It was stupid. And the other thing I ain't like, if Derrick Henry 1 yard away from an NFL record and it's 3rd and 8 with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left and you up 35-10, why you trying to get a first down, man? Get that man the ball one more time, man. Just let him get the record. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
didn't know that part until after the game was over with. That was petty.
You said what?
I said I didn't know that till after the game was over. I didn't know that he was close to the record.
He was 1 yard away from having the most 200 games in NFL history.
Yep.
And you run the ball. I mean, you throw the ball on 3rd and 8 when you up 25 with 2 minutes left to go.
Well, you know why they probably did it? He probably got an incentive in his joint where he probably gets a crazy bag. He probably get something like 1 point something million, probably get a half a million.
But they gave it to him on 1st and 2nd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they didn't give it to him on 3rd when it would have counted.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just ain't like that, man. I let that man get it, be a part of history.
Yeah.
And then they run that bum ass sweep. They just give it to him, let him go right up the middle. He going his momentum gonna give him that yard.
Yeah.
Well, what you like, Cole?
Man, like you said, man, I think the NFL season is gonna be exciting all year long, man. I saw a lot of games, man, that I was that I was impressed with, that I enjoyed watching.
Yeah.
One of the games, the Falcons and the Saints. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a competitive game, and I think both teams are teams that we definitely need to keep an eye on as the season progresses. But I enjoy watching those guys play. The Vikings and Green Bay game. Hey, the Vikings.
I said that after what you call him. I said that. I called out.
Yeah,
that was a good game. Hey,
the Vikings not playing around, but look, Sam Darnold, salute to him. He's having an outstanding season so far, but that show you, this has been my point for probably the past 2 years on this podcast, is a great wide receiver takes a quarterback to a whole nother level, man. Make you look like an entirely different player. You give that man,
no question.
you give him the weapons and watch him cook, and that's what we seeing Sam Darnold do. What else? The Eagles look like cold shit. You know what I mean? They look bad, bro. They look bad. I wouldn't.
You also got their 2 top wide receivers was hurt. I mean,
yeah, they was missing 2 wide receivers, but them DBs playing like they trying to get my man fired. I'm like, man, what's going on?
Yeah, because Baker Mayfield act like he was just playing 7-on-7.
Baker Mayfield need to watch his mouth when he bring up the GOAT's name. Watch your mouth, boy. Brady.
Hey, look,
Brady killed.
I know we just talked about the Falcons Saints, right? But why? How come Kyle Pitts can't get open in the NFL, man?
Mm-hmm. It's a different monster in the NFL, you know.
I just knew. I was like, man, I thought Young was going to be a terror, and he just can't get open. Man, I watched that Falcons Saints game, and I mean, it seemed like they only run him on like digs and curls.
Seams and curls, seam, bro. He trying to go through the, split the safeties on cover 2, shit like that.
But he's never open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, because and then even down in the end zone when they was trying to throw it to him, Kirk Cousins, like, you gotta lob it. He trying to, I mean, I don't know. I gotta watch more film and see, but I definitely thought he was gonna be more of a factor. A tight end go that high. What he went 4, 5?
He was top 10 for sure. I don't know exactly where.
Somebody go that high, you supposed to be going crazy right now.
For sure. Facts. Yeah. Oh, and then another. Hey, the Commanders look great, bro. I know we dog them every week. We get on here and we fuck with Fredo, but man, they look great, man. Right now they definitely the best team in the NFC East. And barring injury or something crazy happen going forward, I got them as my pick to win the NFC East. Just by the way they looking through 4 weeks. They got their quarterback, they got their receiver. Look like the coaching staff know what they're doing. Got a great defense. The defense is balling out. Hey, I can't say enough about them, man. Hey, they look great, bro. I'm kind of look. We play them in 2 weeks. We got to have our A game, man. We got to take them serious. At first, I think it's gonna be a little funny game, little exhibition game, and I can fuck with Fredo now, man. I'm gonna be nervous, man.
You should be nervous this week.
Also, getting to my boy. So we definitely not nervous this week. So look, hey, to the viewers and the listeners, Pumi supposed to be smoking a Black and Mild right now. He bet me that the Buffalo Bills was going to beat the Ravens, and he said the loser had to smoke the Black and Mild live on the No Cap Sports Show podcast.
I ain't stepped out of stone the way before practice.
End of the bargain, but that's okay because I know he feel bad enough because we beat the living shit. We beat the brakes off those suckers. Hey, he talking about his man was the MVP. No, he played against the real MVP. You see the difference? Did you see the difference? Night, day. Man, your man is trash. Your whole team is trash. Get him out of there. And I had to look at them the 3 weeks before. They ain't even play against nobody. That's why they look so good.
That's what I said.
They look so good. They didn't play against nobody. They came against them dogs from out Baltimore and got smashed. And look at you don't got nothing to say.
Hey,
and I'm tired of y'all Josh Allen supporters, man. Make him earn it, man. Make him earn it. He ain't did nothing either.
Where you could put an expedition in the backfield and hand that ball off to an expedition and just let it hit the gas, and that don't just floor. Nobody's jumping in the way, and ain't nobody catching it. That shit's crazy, man. Derrick Henry, that man's amazing. He's amazing.
Look, but I thought you told me Josh Allen was an expedition. Ain't he the same size as Derrick Henry? Ain't he a running quarterback? Why he ain't run nobody over? He was getting his ass lit up.
Hey, listen, y'all won, but ain't no Super Bowls in September, man. Ain't no Super Bowls in September.
Man, but let's get to, hey, look. Next week, hey, that's okay.
Next week I will have the Black and Mild. I will have the Black and Mild with a frown on my face.
You gotta keep your bet, Boom. You said you was gonna smoke on.
I did, and I said I forgot to go by the stove before practice.
I need the bet with interest now. So not only do you got to smoke a Black and Mild,
I got to drink a 40 minutes.
You need to back it up with a Coke 45, man. Coke 45. That's what I need.
That is great.
Hey, don't worry about it. You coming up this week, old dog? Yeah. What we betting? Hey, let's bet right in front of our viewers and listeners. What are we betting? The Ravens versus the Bengals. What are we betting?
Dinner.
Man, nah, man. We do too many dinners, man. Nah, man. Hell no, man. I don't know dinner, man.
I damn sure ain't smoking no Black and Mild. Shit. You can get that out your motherfucking mind. So, shit. I don't know. Whatever you want, bet. But I tell you what, I ain't smoking.
Look. A bottle, the winner, the bottle of our choice. Bottle of bourbon of our choice. You know we like them fine bourbons. If I lose, you got a bottle of that good bourbon coming your way, and vice versa.
Right back to you.
And vice versa.
And then we'll show it on the podcast. We'll show it on the No Cap podcast.
Oh, and before we move on to the next topic, I almost forgot because my man, our man said make sure that we give the Minnesota Vikings props, and he said Pumi and Old Dog would love to hear it, and so shout out to my man Big Dink. Butterbean. He said, make sure we shout out them Vikings and let y'all know that they coming.
Big Dink, Skull, baby, Skull.
What a big ball. Yes, indeed.
Hey, Big Dink coming on the show soon, right before the basketball season start. Big Dink stopping through on the No Cap Sports Show podcast, man.
Yes, indeed.
That brother, and he gonna rock with us, man. We can't wait. Big bro.
That's dope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So look, after 4 weeks of NFL play, going into week 5, who you got as your top 5 NFL teams right now? What's your power rankings?
I'm gonna start off. Nah, fuck that. I'm starting off. He ain't smoking no Black and Mild. He don't get to start off. I'm going with Baltimore in no particular order. Baltimore, Minnesota, Kansas City. That's 4.
That's 3.
Baltimore, Minnesota, Kansas City. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I might have to. I might have to say it.
I already know what you're about to say.
Go ahead. Who you think I'm about to say?
Washington.
I gotta put them in there, man. Right now they playing good, bro.
Yeah.
They playing good. That's my. I don't know what my fifth is. I gotta think about it. I'm trying to think. But right now, that's my.
Okay, I go next, and then Pumi, you can finish it off. So I got the Chiefs, the Vikings, the Lions.
That's what. Yeah, the Lions. Detroit.
I got Washington, and I got the Ravens right now. That's the 5 teams that look from my eyes that look the best to me, despite the record. Even though the Chiefs and the Vikings are undefeated.
Only thing about I would say, man. Only thing is who was a sleeper. I think they just had a tough game. Man, them Saints was looking good the first 2-3 weeks, man. They was throwing that ball around a little bit. I ain't sleeping on the Saints, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to keep an eye on them. Them in Atlanta, yeah.
But definitely that Minnesota, Kansas City, shit, Baltimore, them 3 right there, and even Detroit, man. Them 4, man. They going crazy now. Number 5, that's a toss up for me. But go ahead, Poon.
So I'm going Minnesota, Kansas City, Baltimore, Detroit, and then it gets kind of muddy them last 2 because I think
that's what I'm saying.
Detroit, I think Tampa Bay, playing well. Obviously Buffalo. We had a trip up this week, but it's a whole lot of teams talking with 1 loss. But
yeah.
I think that I obviously right now I think the top 3 teams are Kansas City, Minnesota, and Baltimore.
Yeah, I see you, cuz.
Doing Petit Sirah, nice little cap. Your choice. Yeah.
And we kind of mentioned it a little bit as far as the teams that we was impressed with, but let's just put week 4 in the silo. What 3 teams were you most impressed with just in week 4, and what 3 players were you impressed with in just week 4?
Man, 3 teams.
Yep.
Baltimore, Detroit, and Washington.
I got the same 3.
Daniels, obviously Henry, and man, Jared Goff, man, he must be 18 for 18, bro. He was perfect.
Hey, look.
He was perfect. Look. And we had people on this podcast, last year talking about Jared Goff. He ain't all that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say no name.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm gonna go next because I got all the same picks, man. I ain't had no change. I got Baltimore, Detroit, and Washington. I had King, Henry, Goff, and Jaden Daniels, man. All them teams and them boys showed off. So, and honorable mention, I go ahead and say Sam Darnold because I like the way he was boogieing the other day against the Green Bay Packers. So,
I would say pretty much the same, but I'm gonna tie that last one up with Detroit, Minnesota, and with Goff and Darnold. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the shit that Sam Darnold and Minnesota doing right now. You cannot look past it. You know what I'm saying?
And then a lot of people don't. And shout out to Big Ding too. Shout out to Big Bro. But a lot of people don't know also, man, what that organization went through, right? Before the season to go that they have the gentleman shout out. I don't know the young man's name. God rest in peace. The youngin that's from the area that got drafted to Minnesota Vikings. You know what I'm saying? And suddenly got his life taken away because of a car accident. But to deal with all that shit, to deal with the quarterback situation or whatever, and for that young man, for Donald to come out with the head coach or whatever the case may be, I'm telling you, it's not only testament to that organization, but testament to that head coach. Because attitude reflects leadership. And I keep telling people that shit, man. When you got a leader, man, who knows how to lead, who knows how to to deal with all the different, you know what I mean, the guys, as far as just how to deal with all the emotions and all that. And man, just to get everybody focused on one common goal, man, that is a testament of a leader, bro. Not a boss, a leader. You know what I mean? And what Minnesota's doing, man, is dope. So that's a lot of big shout out to Darnold and them and what they got going on there. So salute to them.
Facts. Let's switch our speeds a little bit, fellas. Let's talk about this college game. But before we go into the Week 5 college football recap, we got to talk about the game of the week, and that's Georgia Alabama. And we was talking about this game leading into it, and we all had our opinions. And I know, Puma, you was riding with Georgia, man. You was swearing by Georgia, man. So I'm gonna let you kick it off, man. What was your thoughts of that Georgia Alabama game, bro?
Hey, listen. At halftime, I was like, man, I was wrong as a motherfucker. Then in the second half, I was like, I knew these motherfuckers couldn't stand up without Nick. I knew they couldn't stand up without Nick. Man, I had the text message already to send. I had that shit ready to send, Cole. I was sending it to all y'all.
Hey,
and then
hey.
the problem is, it was going to take me 17 seconds to send a text message, and they scored in 13. I was like, God damn.
That shit was crazy, bro. I walked into the restaurant, they scored. I went to the restroom, I came right back. I was like, how the fuck? I thought they maybe had took the touchdown back. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why doesn't Alabama? I couldn't believe it, bro. Hey, hold up real quick before we go into this Georgia, and I'll tell you a little bit about this Georgia, Alabama. Shout out to my boy O-Dog, a.k.a. Omar Morgan. Hey, Boom, O said, what's up? He said, you don't know shit. Watching the show right now. Hey, look, but he said something that we all fucked around and messed up on. San Francisco, they had a good win.
Yeah, but we purposely didn't mention them. They not.
Yeah. Oh, you got me on this motherfucker looking retarded. No disrespect to all our retarded viewers. Hey, this Alabama, Georgia though, bro. I don't know where they went got this young kid. I had to check his birth certificate. Ain't no way you telling me he's 16, 17 years old. I gotta check his birth certificate. Fredo done sent the bag down there and put in. Fredo this whole time been setting us up like a true OG. He knew they had this young boy because he been talking about we got a freshman such and such and such.
Hey, listen, he's 17. Just like remember a couple years ago they had that Dominican pitcher who said he was 12 and was striking everybody out in the Little League World Series. Yeah. And he wound up being 15. Yeah, that's how young is 17. He's Dominican 17.
Just like Felipe Lopez. That motherfucker was 25 years old. They talking about he's 15.
High school.
Yeah.
Shorty can flat out do it. That catch he did at the end of the game, and then he put his foot in the ground and stopped. Now, with that being said, the fuck was the DB and the safety in the corner doing? Now, the corner, been there, done that. Missed time, I jump, momentum going cool. But the safety, bro, you got your angle, you the last line of defense. You got to always come downhill, bro. And then try to push him out of. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? Terrible. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes people don't understand. In the moment, 100-some thousand. Some people can't. You know what I mean? Because probably 9 times out of 10, that little young'un probably make that play every day in his sleep. But when that pressure on you, yeah, when that pressure. And then shout out to the boy who threw the pass. What's the quarterback name?
Milroe.
Shout out to the young boy, man. He threw that thing, man. He threw that joint.
Yeah. So, hey, look, my take on it, man. I told y'all Alabama's gonna beat them boys. I knew it, and one of the key points I made, I thought Milroe um, would outplay Carson Beck, which he did. Carson Beck was turning the ball over
Trash,
like it was his
trash,
job. Super trash.
trash.
And he probably only threw for like 50% completion percentage. You know what I mean? So
He lucky that they wouldn't even been in a situation to go up if that one boy wouldn't have dropped the pick, that second one.
yeah,
They threw it right to him, hit him in the
yep,
face almost. Yep.
yep, yep. And then,
Trash.
but the main point I made about the Alabama Georgia game leading into the game was the mental advantage that I thought Alabama had over Georgia because they've dominated Georgia for years. Georgia beat them one time in the last 6-7 years, and I just think that it is a mental thing with them, kind of like my Ravens with the Chiefs. You know what I mean? It's just I think it's mental. They may be a more talented team, a better team, but mentally they don't think they can beat them peoples, and that's what I
Well, it's
saw.
not like
So
that.
look,
It's not like that with the Ravens and the Chiefs. Y'all just got a quarterback that can't fucking throw. That's all. He out there playing. He an athlete that play quarterback. He ain't no accurate quarterback. And that motherfucker be hitting the cheerleaders in the face with the ball and stuff like that. And he just ain't he just not an accurate thrower. See
okay.
the windows in the
Okay.
playoff time, the windows get a little shorter in that playoff time.
Okay. Well, guess what? Guess what? On Sunday, the window's gonna be wide the fuck open in Cincinnati.
Don't worry about my squad.
That motherfucking window,
Don't
it's
worry about
gonna be
my
a
squad.
sliding door.
I
That
tell you
window
what.
gonna be a sliding door. He can throw
I tell you
a
what.
motherfucking
I bet
Subaru through
I,
that
I
motherfucker.
bet you what. I bet you your DBs better go to. I bet you they better get some extra conditioning there. Yeah, if they know like I know, they better watch some film. Yeah,
Why? Ain't nobody else DBs need no extra conditioning playing against them bums. They won their first game the other day. What the fuck? What they need conditioning for? Ain't nobody else need it. Ain't nobody else need no conditioning.
Chasing T. Higgins, watch. You gonna see. Watch.
Okay. I've been watching for 4 weeks.
Watch.
I've been watching them.
It's our first.
No. I've been watching for 6-7 years. Lamar
in that
is
case, so you watch
against Joe Burrow.
So you watch us in the Super. So you watch us in the Super Bowl.
No, I don't remember that.
You said 6-7 years, so you watched us when we played in the Super Bowl.
I don't remember that. I only watch Ravens games. If the Ravens wasn't in it, I wasn't watching it.
We ain't, yeah, you right, because y'all wasn't in the AFC Championship, so we ain't see y'all.
And I ain't see y'all in the playoffs at all last year.
We had to take a
let me
year
get back
off.
to Georgia, Alabama, man. We ain't gonna waste time talking about these bum ass Bengals ain't never won shit in the history of their franchise. Let's talk about Georgia and this mental advantage they had over Alabama. When Georgia started storming back and they took the lead, when I saw them motherfuckers celebrating, thought the game was over, that showed me them motherfuckers wasn't expecting to win because they didn't know how to handle success. They thought the game was over. They celebrating. If you've been there before and you felt like you could do it, it wouldn't have been all that celebrating, talking to the fans, talking shit to everybody that to the camera and the TV, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because that just showed me right there. They wasn't expecting to win that game. They weren't ready for success. They was happy as hell. And then what happened? Like you said, Pumi, it took 13 fucking seconds to wipe that shit off their face. And they look dumb as hell. Man, Georgia, get the fuck out of here. You the donkey of the week. Man, and let's go. Let's talk about some other teams, man. Week 5, man. Week 5 recap. What other teams did y'all like this week, man?
Miami got a pass. Miami got a pass.
How we get a pass?
Because y'all got lucky for winning the game, and then y'all cheated. And when Virginia Tech completed the Hail Mary. That boy caught that ball, bro.
That shit wasn't no completion. Omar, you a football player. If you and the receiver are touching the ball and you touch out of bounds, what's that? Dead ball. You out of bounds. The ball's dead.
Well, why the fuck you bring my name in it anyway, motherfucker? If you gonna answer the fucking question, I don't bring you up when I ask you a politician question or some shit like that when it comes to politics or what's going on in the world. Let me answer the question. But you right. You 100% right, big bro. You right. I don't think he came down with it. But what I'm saying is y'all got lucky because Virginia Tech played a hell of a game. But
they played a hell of a game.
But once again, like I said, if you asking me what quarterback I'm taking, I don't give a fuck what level it's on right now when it comes to the collegiate level. That man Ward made some plays in that last drive. Shit,
unbelievable.
he's a monster.
Unbelievable. You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
no way if I'm a general manager, I'm not taking him first. I damn sure ain't taking Dak. What's his name? Dak.
Hell no.
Hell no.
No.
Yeah.
You know,
How the fuck he gonna play on Sundays? And when he get the closest thing to playing against the people that's gonna play on Sunday, you playing against Alabama defense. All them motherfuckers going to the league. Every last one of them.
every one of them.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna be a victim of the moment. You know, sometimes really good teams they have one of those type of games where they have to go to the very end and squeeze out a game against a team they should punish. And that's one of those games I think Miami, Virginia Tech had. So I ain't gonna be a victim of the moment, be like, oh, Miami some shit now. You know what I'm saying?
No, Miami.
Yeah. But I will say, you know, I think they was exposed a little bit. And then out of all the ACC teams, I think Clemson is coming, and y'all need to keep an eye on them because
we gonna
the
beat them.
last week or two they look better than y'all.
We gonna beat them on Saturday.
Who's we?
Hey, listen, I ain't even want to bring it up. I did not want to bring it up, bro. I did not.
Hey, you heard it? You heard this guy? Who the fuck? Oh man, he done lost his mind, man. Them motherfucking breaks is good on the West Coast, boy.
Yo, they lost to SMU. And SMU ain't just beat them, man. They kicked their teeth in, man. It was 42 to 16 or something like that, 35-16.
Damn.
To SMU?
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
But this is my thing. This is what I don't think I've ever, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They was 13-0 last year.
Yeah.
How you go from 13-0 to 1-4, 1-5?
I can easily tell you because we had a very good quarterback. We had a awesome wide receiver.
Yeah.
We had a offensive line where I think out of the 5 linemen, I think only 2 is back. So we lost a lot of people, bro. Defense,
that's Florida State, man. It's one of the top Division I programs in the country.
I get y'all lost a lot of people.
Yeah, but
the reality of college football now is you don't have to wait for 17 and 18-year-olds to mature. Florida State, you jump your ass in the portal and go get the best available.
Right.
You jump your ass in the portal and go get the best available. So I understand everything you're saying, and yes, y'all did have all that last year and it left. But 1-5, my nigga, like I was embarrassed for Florida State. I was like, man, these niggas lost to SMU. Like,
I'd rather lose to SMU than NIU.
They lost 6 of
I'd
their
rather lose to SMU than Northern Illinois.
No, you won't. You know, because
crazy as shit.
Northern
SMU will beat the shit out of Northern Illinois. You sound crazy.
Northern Illinois was a ranked team.
Get the fuck out. Yeah, after they beat Notre Dame.
After they beat Notre Dame.
But I bet SMU ain't ranked.
No, they not ranked.
Them motherfuckers they beat Florida State, that ranking probably go down. They don't get no points for beating them motherfuckers, man. Them bum ass niggas, man. Hey, look, Notre Dame did have a bad game. No question about it when they lost to NIU. That shit was embarrassing. But look, we sitting at 4-1. We still a top 13 team in the country, and three of our 4 wins was against top 15 teams. So I mean, neither one of y'all squads can say y'all have a winning resume like we do this season, even though we had that embarrassing loss. So I ain't even tripping off that shit y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? We still in the hunt.
In the hunt for what?
In the hunt for what?
In the hunt for what?
The MAC championship.
In the hunt for Red October.
Motherfucking Notre Dame in the hunt to find y'all Y'all niggas better go get Rudy and let that motherfucker run out the tunnel so y'all get
Bro,
some good luck.
but you can't speak on us, man, because y'all trash. Y'all like
I bet you we beat
y'all the
y'all.
trash
I
juice.
bet you we beat
Y'all
y'all.
the trash. Y'all the
I
juice.
bet you we beat y'all. I bet you we beat y'all.
Beat us in what?
Football. Fuck out of here.
Y'all couldn't even beat us when y'all was a top ranked team.
Shit.
You remember? You remember how you was depressed for a whole month when y'all when you thought y'all was about to win your national championship and them boys came in that shamrock? God damn. But look, Texas. Did y'all watch Texas?
Yeah, them motherfuckers got two good motherfuckers. They cheating. They got two quarterbacks.
They got two. They got two.
I'm
Of the
like,
best
damn, we
quarterbacks
can't
in the
get one
entire
of them motherfuckers.
Give either one of them the Heisman. I stamp that.
What you
Arch
think about
Manning is the truth.
Colorado?
Huh?
What you think about Colorado and Dion?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, they look good. I know we criticize them all the time how bad they look week after week, but I ain't gonna lie, they look like they cleaning some stuff up, and they look because they was like a 14-point dog last week, and they dominated that game. So I mean, they looking good. They looking better than what I wasn't expecting them to be 4-1 right now after week 5.
I'm happy they gonna go to a bowl game. Hopefully they go to a bowl game.
Yeah, for sure.
They play but they play USF. But now they're gonna start to play a little bit. I think now they're gonna start playing more conference teams. So I think they got Kansas or Kansas State in the next couple joints or whatever. So
I think they play Kansas State next. I think.
Yeah, we gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Because K State, I think that'll be a good testament. You know, a good test for those guys. And we can see. Shout out to Flea. You know, that's all. That's big. That's the OG right there. So shout out to Flea, man. He got the running backs playing a lot better this year than they was last year.
For
So
sure.
I know Flea had something to do with that. So shout out to Flea.
Yeah. Ohio State quietly just going about their business. So
now, listen, I was talking to Big Bro about that earlier. We don't even need to talk about Ohio State till the end of the season. They playing junior colleges and shit. They don't play Mount Sac. They don't play Mount Sac Junior College, Lackawanna. They play their schedule is trash. And then they want to know they play one tough team every year. But the good thing about it is they got Oregon coming up in 2 weeks, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think not this week, next week. So now we gonna see, but see, they kill themselves because they don't have no tough games in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
They wait till the end of the season. By then, it's too late. You gotta get yourself in some dog fights. Yeah, you get your little warm-up game, play against NIU like Notre Dame thought they had. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And then you play or like Florida State thought we had against SMU. You know what I'm saying? But you get a couple of them little, but then you got to have one or two dog fights so that way when it comes time for you to really boogie, you're gonna be straight. Yeah, these motherfuckers, and then they man, these motherfuckers flying around, they ain't used to all this speed. Y'all motherfuckers done played all these junior college teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shit, at prep schools and shit.
Yeah.
Man, their first conference game was this week. They played Michigan State, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I'm concerned with Michigan too. They winning, but they struggling. They look like they struggle every week.
I mean, you gonna have that when you got a change like Harbaugh, bro. Like losing Harbaugh, bro, it's bigger than just, you know what I'm saying, X's and O's, bro. Certain coaches, bro, I don't care. Certain coaches is different. You know, it's Michigan ain't getting the same type of recruits. And no disrespect, Michigan ain't getting the same type of recruits as Alabama.
Facts.
Now you can say what you want to say.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Michigan getting 5 stars. Alabama getting pros.
I agree with that 100%.
Alabama a semi-pro team. So
yeah. So speaking of talent and future pros, after 5 weeks of play, who are your top 5 Heisman candidates now? Did they change from last week for you? Start with you, O-Dog.
I got the young boy from no particular order. I got the young boy from Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Milrow.
I got I still got Travis Hunter in there. He doing well.
Facts.
Right. I got Cam Ward.
Yep.
Who else I got? The boy from Boise State. I don't think he had a good game last game. I got to check on that.
Yeah, he did. He ran for 260 yards against Washington State.
Oops. Oops. Well, there you go. There you go. That's my 4. I don't know who my 5th one is, but yeah, them boys. That's a tough 4 right there. Colorado, Hunter. I just ain't Shedeur Sanders. I can't put him in my Heisman joint.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
But that's who I like. That's who I like.
All right, tell me who on your Heisman watch list? Your top 5.
The last week I told you, man, they only invite 4 to New York City, and Carson Beck has fallen out my 4, and their running back from Boise State is in there. So
yeah,
I'm rocking the same thing. Travis Hunter is a dog. I think if Travis Hunter's team was in a national championship hunt, he'll probably win it. But I just see them losing 3 or 4 games down the road, and you can't lose that many times and win. But I definitely think he's gonna get that invitation. So
I agree, and I got pretty much the same ball players y'all got. I got Milroe from Alabama, Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, and
you got Milroe. That's the quarterback.
Yeah, from Alabama.
Nah, I ain't put him in there. I put the receiver in there.
Okay. The freshman receiver. Oh, he a bad motherfucker. But I got the quarterback because the Heisman kind of turned into the
the quarterback.
Yeah. But I did put the running back from Boise State in there, and this was actually the first time I've seen him play. I was like, who the fuck is this? And I was watching him run that pill, man. He a bad boy, so he definitely on my Heisman watch list.
And we bet this?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I already got him on deck. Ready to mail.
A 10-year anniversary? Eagle Rare?
Yeah.
All our listeners and viewers, this is the 10-year anniversary Eagle Rare. Yes, indeed. Yes. No ice, no chasing, no nothing with that. It's rare. Eagle Rare, 10 years anniversary.
Facts.
Double O, Kentucky bourbon.
Smooth, one of the smoothest bourbon, if not the smoothest, that you can have with a great price point.
No question.
Yeah. And then my last on the Heisman watch list, I keep saying it every week. I just can't. Man, I'm so impressed with those Texas quarterbacks, man. I don't care which one it is, the original starter or Arch Manning, man. Put them on the list, man, because them dudes, man. And Arch Manning, man, he gonna end up being the best of all the Mannings because he athletic as well.
And he got a little swag with him. You can tell he's hanging with the brothers, man.
And he got some swag. And he got some swag. Yeah. So let's switch up speeds.
Hey, Kobe.
Talk to me.
Listen, I understand a young man looking good, but to say he's gonna be the best out of the Mannings, like, just slow down.
It's a bold prediction, brother. Everybody can make predictions. It's a bold prediction. Michael Jordan picked Kwame Brown first. You ain't telling him slow down.
But when you saying that bold prediction, you saying, man, this kid gonna be one of the top 3 or 4 quarterbacks of all time.
That's what I see.
My man.
I just got this gut feeling, man, because he throw that motherfucker like his uncle, but at the same time he got athleticism that Eli and Peyton never had. And then like Omar said, he got that swag, he got that swag where like in today's game with this new generation, they gonna follow him in the locker room because he know how to.
And I get it, but what makes him great is, like, yes, the running and all that, but is he gonna be able to turn that film on and get that like his uncle?
You know he is, man. This shit hereditary.
Man, he been cheating. He been watching film since he was 2.
Yeah, come on, Drew. You already know this, man. That boy been in the lab since he been able to read.
We'll see. I think he's gonna be. I just think that's better than his uncles. Uncle maybe, but that's a tough one to give a young kid.
He better than Eli right now.
Eli in the Hall of Fame yet?
He better than Eli right now.
Eli. This is the first year Eli was available, right? As far as
So
yeah,
he going. He probably the worst Hall of Fame quarterback of all time. But he got his Super Bowls. He did his thing. Shouts out to him. Shouts out to him. Let's change.
He way better than your quarterback will ever be.
Huh?
He way better than your quarterback.
Yeah, man. You're not gonna get me in that mindset today, man. I'm feeling
I'm
good,
saying,
bro.
I
Hey,
mean,
look, because I know, man, you be doing this shit, man. But I ain't gonna let you get under my skin this time. You know what I'm saying? It was a good week. You know what I'm saying?
no, my bad. Yeah, we had a good,
Baltimore.
a good show.
Hey,
Man,
look.
go ahead to the next topic, bro.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
man, just stop talking, man. Let me get to it, man. God damn. So let's switch speeds, man. Look, NBA training camp is underway. I just want to know from you guys, like, what are the teams that you gonna be watching out for this year? Like, what are those?
The team I'll be watching out for is LeBron James' son just said, and I quote, "My dad don't have nothing to do with my success." That lets me know that these young kids are nowadays they are delusional. They have no idea, and it's unfortunate.
He didn't say that. He taking it out of context. I need to hear the whole quote.
So how'd you interpret it?
Huh?
How'd you interpret the comment?
I thought this is my first time hearing it. I'm saying there's no way that Bronny James could say that his dad doesn't have nothing to do with his success.
You know what? You know what?
And I quote, "My success has nothing to do with my dad." Look, and I quote.
No, I'm not believing that was
NBA Media Day.
Yeah. Maybe where he was saying his future success.
Listen,
like he
man, we don't need to get it. No, listen, we not wasting our time. We are 40 plus on this motherfucking podcast. We are not about to try to think what an 18-year-old, 20-year-old kid is thinking, and his dad is LeBron James, and he got drafted. and your agent told every other team to do this, and that. But your success don't have it. It's all good.
Yeah.
Listen,
I mean, it's impossible.
I think the NBA, what I'm looking out for, I know I said that shit, but what I'm looking out for is I want to see what the Knicks is going to do with Ant coming over. Yep. I want to see what the fuck I want to see if Memphis can bounce back because I feel like this is it for them. They're gonna break that whole shit up if they can't do what they need to do. And I want to see if the Washington Wizards can win 20 games this year.
Damn, that's crazy. That's a crazy plus minus
right.
right.
Comey ain't been to a Washington Wizards game since they had Juwan Howard. Motherfuckers talking about, I got front row seats. I said, yeah, I did too years ago. I'm not watching that bullshit. You know the Wizards some shit where they gotta add a go to the. They gotta get a band. They gotta get a band to come in that joint to have people start coming.
That'd be the only game to be sold out.
That motherfucker be sold out packed. They could be playing. They could be playing whoever. They could be playing the Maryland Turks. That bitch gonna be packed. You hear me? That's my training camp startup. That's all I.
Yeah. Who the teams you gonna be watching out for, Pooh?
I'm interested to see how the Knicks look with Cat, how they look after the losing DiVincenzo. I think losing him was big because one, the personal relationship he got with Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson, and then just what he meant to that team, man, as like a spark plug. It's kind of heartbeating, and so I think the Knicks gonna be tough on defense. Like Mikal Bridges, OG, Anunoby, Josh Hart. Like I'm looking forward to what the Knicks are gonna do out west. You know, it's all about my Mavericks. So, you know.
Yeah.
See if the NBA stop bullshitting and finally give my man Luka MVP. He should have won it last year. You know what I'm saying?
What seed were they going into the playoffs last year? 5th? 6?
No, we were fourth. We
4th?
were fourth. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to give him the MVP, even though he balled out. But when you got somebody like SGA putting up 30 something a game, and they the number 1 seed, and then you got, of course, um,
But
um,
SGA ain't win it. They gave it to
Jokic,
Joker.
right? Yeah, but
Yeah,
Jokic, they was
but,
tied. They all had the same record.
but Joker won it when he was a 6 seed. His first one, he was a 6 seed.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
And he didn't average, and nobody in the history of the NBA has ever averaged 34, 9, and 9. Luka's the first person to ever do 34, 9, and 9. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
like, shit just got to get talked about, man.
yeah. Luka, bad boy. He one of my favorite players. You know what I mean? He arguably, you can't argue that he's the best player in the league. You can argue it.
We're not arguing that because Luka need to play fucking defense. And being an NBA basketball player is called a basketball player means you play a little bit of offense, a little bit of defense. And last year, I was very disappointed at Luka, man. I feel like he could have helped the team out a little bit. I'm not saying he gonna be no stop person, whatever, but some of that shit, man. Yeah, and then also, listen, you're not gonna get some of the calls. Listen, you're not gonna get all the calls, bro. Stop fucking complaining. You complaining to the ref, and that's what I'm saying. And you're not even getting back on fucking defense. Like, come on, bro. Like that you can't. We can't be talking about you one of the top players in the league, or you are the top player. It ain't no question he's one of the top players. But we can't be saying you the best player in the league and you're not even getting back on defense because you sitting up there keep complaining about getting fouled. Of course they gonna foul you, motherfucker. You one of the best players in the league. It happens. Yeah. Let's go. Let's get at least get back and act like you playing defense. This motherfucker wasn't even acting like he was playing defense. So no, I don't give a fuck if me on here or not. Nah, fuck all that.
That's a very good point.
That's a fact.
That's a good point.
Your man gotta get back and start playing, act like he playing defense. See, you like that shit because that's what your ass used to do when we was playing intramural. And like I used to tell you, get your big ass back, motherfucker. Your ass ain't getting the ball. I'll throw it up. Nah, I don't see you.
Hey, Boom, you ain't get back on D?
Fuck no. Unless he scored. When he scored, he the first one back, Cole.
Then feed me the rock, baby. Feed me the rock. You ever play some D? That's it. Feed me the rock. But nah, I mean, obviously he does, but I think that narrative started shaping. But when you look at like advanced metrics, you know what I'm saying, and he was the most isolated defender in the playoffs last year, right? They went one-on-one with him more than anybody else, but he also had the second lowest points against. You know what I'm saying? So at some point you're like, all right, they target him, but they ain't really getting the bucket like that against him.
Boom.
I'm just saying, the data is the data.
Basketball, bro. Don't come talking here about the metrics and shit like that. We don't care about none of that shit, bro. We talking about basketball. I'm talking about the shit that you grew up playing around the way, 12th Street. I'm talking about the shit I grew up playing, which we talking about. We know basketball. Don't come in here talk about no metrics and shit like that. I'm talking about get back on fucking defense. I'm talking about, come on, man. Come on, bro. You and Kobe played for the same motherfucking AAU coach, right? Y'all know. Get back. Come on, man. Don't be trying to bring up no numbers and shit like that. We talking about just get back on D, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
Get back on D and do what you need to do. Act like you playing defense so we can get you the ball on offense and you can do what you do. But don't come on,
just show some effort. Show
a little bit of energy, man. That's all.
Yeah.
Talking about the lowest metrics of the such and such.
I'm saying the data is the data. The data is the data, oh.
No,
the data is the data.
No, you know what the best data is?
These right here. Yeah. Eyes, motherfucker. Your eyes
teach you.
What you like, Cole?
I'm interested to see how the Boston Celtics is going to approach this season after winning the championship. See if they got a championship hangover or if they got some hunger in them to win a back-to-back title. I know Tatum at least probably got some hunger after he was riding the pine during the Olympics. So I know he got a lot to prove individually. So maybe that's the spark the team needs.
Can't wait till they play Golden State.
For sure. He gonna drop 50. He gonna drop 50 or 60 piece on them. I want to see if OKC is gonna is for real, or was that just a one hit wonder, one season wonder. So I want to see if they're gonna stay atop of the Heat in the West, and of course the Knicks with Karl Anthony Towns. You know what I mean? That's a man. They gonna be dangerous, man.
He gotta be able to adjust though. You can get all the, but you still gotta put it all together. You know?
Yeah, you do got to put it all together, man. And the good thing about the NBA is an 82 game season, so you got a long time to get.
I knew they was gonna get rid of Julius Randle though, because he old man. That motherfucker, man, he the old Heisman. That motherfucker, get that. Man, I knew they was gonna get rid of that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was time for him to go.
Yeah, he should have been. Yeah.
The Mavs. I have them on my list of teams to watch, but I don't know. And I put them on there because of Klay Thompson. But I don't know if Klay Thompson is going to make that much of a difference. Oh, he could be motivated too because everybody's saying he watched. So I'm going to be watching out for them. And then we haven't mentioned the Sixers. They got a new big three, but the only problem is two of their big three stay injured. So
I don't fuck with Joel Embiid anyway. I don't like him.
He ain't one of my favorite players, but he a baller.
I would have undercut. I would have definitely undercut him. He definitely pulled. If we was playing against him, he definitely would have went over the scoreboard for sure. I'm talking. He gonna get it for sure.
Yeah, but yeah. So you got MB, Maxey, and Paul George. I like to see that three play together though, because they complement each other's game. But
I think Maxey just gonna take off even more of having a veteran like an OG, like a Paul George. Yeah. Learning all the nuances and stuff or whatever. I think that's gonna be dope. I think that's gonna be dope.
Absolutely. And the last team I'm watching out for to see if the Bucks is gonna bounce back. You know what I mean? Because they kind of just disappeared on us last year. So you got the Greek Freak, Dame Lillard, see what that combo does, see if that team rises back to the top of the East. Only time will tell. But talking about great players, I want to know from you guys, who are your preseason first team All NBA predictions for this year?
Luka, since I just talked shit about him. Luka, who else? Luka. Who else is the best player in NBA? Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
I think Boston gonna have two again. I think it's gonna be Jaylen Brown. And yeah, I don't even know about the rest. I'm gonna be honest with you. Basketball, I don't know.
Yeah. Who you going with, Poon? Who you like as your top 5 NBA players going into the season?
Obviously Luka. I think Ant gonna take a jump this year without Cat.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite player, Ant, man.
Yeah.
I think Jalen Brunson gonna get it, and then the front court is gonna be Embiid and Tatum. That's your first team All NBA right there.
Okay. Bonus question. Well, who you got, Cole? First, who you got? I got one quick bonus question.
Okay, at the guard spots, I'm gonna go SGA and Luka, and then the man in the middle, I'm gonna go with Jokic because I don't think MB is gonna last the whole season. It's gonna be one of them two in the middle that's gonna make that first team, but I'm leaning towards Jokic. And then the two forwards, I'm gonna go with Jason Tatum and the Greek Freak. Yeah, originally I had LeBron there, but I'm gonna be realistic and I'm gonna say Greek Freak. I had LeBron. He still can be the best player in the entire world, bro.
Hey, Kobe, they do front court, back court now. They do front court, back court now.
Front court, back court.
Yeah.
I mean, the center is considered the front court now. So Jokic, Greek Freak, and Tatum in the front court, Luka and SGA in the back court.
Well, all right.
Hey, my question to you guys is: will the guard from Memphis,
Ja Morant,
will he be able to bounce back and have a great NBA All-Star year this year?
What was his injury last year?
his mindset and him bringing guns, hanging out
No,
with.
No, he came back. He
he
came back.
got
I know,
hurt.
but I'm just saying overall. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about his mental. I'm talking about his injury. He had the little injury.
That's what I'm saying. I think that the injury, what did he hurt? Is I think it's mental. I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, cause when he came back last year, he was fucking dogging everybody. He was killing the league until he got that injury.
Anthony Edwards, the best player in the NBA. What
Nah,
the Phoenix?
he going to
Don't
be one
sleep
day.
on the Phoenix. Don't sleep on the Phoenix Suns. They got something to prove, especially if they can stay healthy.
They've been having something to prove for the last few years.
Well, only 2 years. They only been together 2 years, Cole.
How long KD been there? 3 years? Bradley Beal 1?
He going into his second year.
Okay. We'll see. I mean, you got Devin Booker. Yeah. I mean, I like the names on the team. I like the talent on the team. But I mean, we'll see. I just something about him, man. I don't know what it is. Something about him that I think is missing. But I can't put my finger on it.
Bradley Beal showed up to the games with a Pooh Shiesty mask on, man. He is robbing right now, man. That man is he showed up with a pistol and a ski mask every night. Give me 51 million for 11 points a game.
What do he get? 50? What do he get? I'm about to say, what he getting? 40, 50 mil this season?
51 million for 11 points.
That's a ticket, man. That is a
ticket.
I
saw that motherfucker the other night moving around a little bit. I saw that motherfucker the other night. I said, yeah, might be my season. But they got, you always want to go. You gonna have a good time before you go out. You know what I mean? Go to training camp. So they was out celebrating a little bit before they, moving around. I saw them moving around a little bit. I started saying, "What's up, man?" I started saying, "Man, I used to root for you when you was playing for the hometown team." But
right.
I just had to move.
Yeah. And look, before we get out of here, fellas, we got the No Cap Sports Show podcast question of the day. And that is, what is your thoughts on Tank Davis' next confirmed fight against DC owned Lamont Roach Jr.? And the second piece of that, do you think Tank is avoiding fighters?
I'm gonna let Poom take that one because I don't know too much about the boxing world. But for our listeners and viewers, we got a couple up and coming guests. I'm gonna just say this now because we're gonna get out of here after this. We got my man Nate Clemens, Ohio State legend, at one point in time the highest paid defensive back in the National Football League. Yep. Some of these deals that they're getting right now, he'll be on with us October the 16th. So make sure you tune in. That is my youngin', that is my man, that is my bro. And also we got boxers on my man, Coach Umar, Kenilworth legend, been there, done that, got a lot of boxes and stuff like that. So we're gonna have him on soon as well. So that's all I want to say. And as far as the thoughts of Tank Davis, I don't know, but Tank Davis is a bad motherfucker, and he probably using the same formula that Floyd Mayweather used. So it worked well for Floyd. So I guess that's my take on it. Go ahead, Poom.
So I do think he's ducking little Gary. Like Gary been calling him out.
Who's that, Poom? Is he black, Spanish, Mexican? Who is he?
Gary Russell Jr. He from DC. He was one of my students back in the day. Okay. But he hit world champion. He his only loss was to Lomachenko. Okay. But Gary been calling him out. I don't think that would be a good fight for Tank because Gary can box his ass off and he got quick hands and that's not he not scared. Huh?
He got power too.
Yeah, but he had to come up to fight Tank. But him and Tank, they've been going back and forth. I like Tank a lot. Like I like him a lot. You know what I'm saying? I think this wasn't. He ain't take this fight to have a good fight. He took this fight, I think, just to be like, man, fuck DC, I'm gonna whoop y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? Like on some Baltimore DC shit. Like, because if he wanted a good fighter from DC, like I said, I think he could have, fought.
Is your man? I'm about to say, is Gary is he in the same weight class?
He's one down.
Gary's one down, or Tank one down. Okay.
Gary's one down from Tank, but You
They would have met.
understand?
They would have met in the middle. What met in the middle? Where
Like,
they
he
fighting?
came up.
Where they fighting at? Where they gonna fight? Where they fighting at? In DC?
Yeah, one thing I think is at the MGM.
Yeah.
At the MGM out in DC?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gonna be big for the city.
For
Man,
sure.
listen. Tank and him, man, that's gonna be ridiculous. Baltimore.
Oh yeah,
You know,
the
last,
wire,
last
the
time,
wire, the wire 4.0. I will not be anywhere near there.
last time, last time Tank fought in DC at the Verizon Center, they broke into 2,500 cars around the Verizon Center. They
Well,
were just like,
you overstated a little bit, but I think it was 175 cars
no, it was 175 on the 2 blocks. And
on two.
when we talked on 2 blocks, it was 175. But they said it was
Mm-hmm.
20. Like if you went to like a half a mile radius, it was 2,500 cars that they got. They
That's
went into
crazy.
garages too. They went into garages. Like, so my old SRO was telling me, he said, man, it was crazy. It may be 2,200, but it was 2,000 because he was like, there was some garages that had hundreds of cars broken into. You know
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying?
That's crazy.
Crazy. I don't
That's
want nothing
crazy.
to do with the MGM. You know, I gave you my story on that, so we ain't even gonna bring that in.
I ain't even never been there.
Yeah, well, I would. Ain't no
Ain't
doing one for
been
what?
too much.
For what? We go to the real. We go to the one out Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how
Yeah.
we do. Move around.
So
Boom, you gotta go to the cigar bar with a shout out to 8 Lounge. That joint out there, Vic. That's your style, boom. I'm telling you. Come on, man. Let's do it.
Let's
Let's
go.
do it. Yeah, you already know.
yeah. So before we get out of here, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on Tank Davis. I think Lamont Roach Jr. was I don't know why he picked this fight. First of all, Lamont Roach Jr. not a money fight. He's not somebody that people want to see. He's also a super featherweight, which he fights in 126, so he's going to have to come up a couple classes just to fight Tank.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tank is always talking, line him up, I knock him down, I fight whoever. But you got like 5 dudes, 5 dogs that been calling you out, begging to fight you. So why not just go ahead and put them in order and knock them down like you say you was going to do? I mean, Poon just named Gary Russell Jr. I don't know if he called him out or not, but you got people like Teofimo Lopez, you got Shakur Stevenson, you got the boy Boots out there in Philly, and you got Keyshawn Davis from the 757. All them motherfuckers is vicious and fight after fight, huh?
I said, I don't fuck with Teofimo. He was all calling him a monkey and all that shit. I
Yeah,
hope he never
I
fights.
know, but that's even more of a reason to want to fight him and knock his head off his neck.
You know what? That's a better reason not give him no money. All right, I'm a monkey. You ain't never gonna make no money with this monkey.
Yeah,
You ain't never gonna make no money with this
yeah,
monkey.
yeah.
I get that.
I get it, but you gotta your profession is beating people up, man. He talking that shit, you gotta beat him up, man.
Man, shout out to man. Look here, man. At the end of the day, man, the No Cap Sports Show want to know, man, all our listeners and viewers, man, who shot Biggie Smalls? Man, I want to know who killed Biggie, man. Biggie album was released on it was the 30-year anniversary on Wednesday, man. I was rocking that joint. Man, that motherfucker used to go, man, damn, bro. Biggie's tell a good story, man. I'm talking about if you
Awesome
going
story.
through it, man, he's one of the best storytellers, man. And you don't really realize, man, this motherfucker wasn't even 25 years old, or he was just turned 25, bro.
Yeah, all them boys was
Like,
young,
God
man.
damn, he wasn't even in his prime. Can you imagine this motherfucker 28? Just talk, going through what he, man, god damn, man. This man don't mess around, man. If it's
a lot of good music.
Yeah, man, him and Pop, man. If it is who I think it is, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, shout out to Biggie, man. Rest in peace, man.
Shout out to Biggie,
but his music would definitely live forever.
Shout out. 30-year anniversary. It's the 30-year anniversary. It came out in 94. 2024. 30-year anniversary, man.
Yeah. Shout out to him. But look, fellas, man, another great show, man. Appreciate rocking with y'all, man. We had some great conversation. And look, to
Get
our
it ready Sunday.
yeah,
Sunday, get it ready. Hey, Puma, if your ass ain't on here with a black and mild, what you call it? If you don't have that motherfucker in your lip balls dangling like that, like the tow truck people and the don't come on the show. We gonna delete your ass.
yeah, he gone.
Better have that motherfucking black and mild sparked,
Yeah,
ready to go.
no
I
bullshit.
got
You gotta look like Club Shay Shay in here with a bottle of
Yeah,
Hennessy in your black and miles, man.
black and mild, motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, look, this is the No Cap Sports Show podcast where sports and convos collide. To our viewers and listeners, we appreciate you rocking with us once again this
Oh
week.
no!
Yes, sir. And like always, respect and honor. Until next week, salute.
Salute.
Salute.